Um,
Starting the broadcast in three, two, one. Going live. Well, once we get everything going and moving, we can actually start everything and do everything like we're supposed to.
uh-oh, I can't join the freaking qualifying.
Why not? Why didn't they send us invites? Man, this is retarded. I'm not doing this tonight, man. Come on. I gotta get to bed at a certain time too tonight. What's going on? I love the communication.
Alrighty, we have qualifying done. I know I could have been calling it out on the mic, but kind of hard going back and forth. Duke, you in here?
What's going on?
Yeah, it was just it was mayhem. I kind of don't like doing that. I'm glad that Tuga does on a regular weekly basis. And unfortunately, I had to do it this week. But he'll probably be in here in the once we back out of this, let's send Too Good a couple of invites, so once he gets back, he can just join us up in the booth and we can give him a little rundown on what's happening, you know?
Yeah, we'll get it. Well, I mean, he can get whenever they send us an invite. Are they sending invites out for that? Hello?
What happened?
So are they sending invites out for that?
Yeah, they're finishing up their
finishing up qualifying. Okay.
I believe with a couple of laps, because I think when I joined it was like 3 laps and it's 16 for the 4%. So they're just probably doing breakfast and finishing up.
Alright. '24 passes post-race inspection and is your official winner of Martinsville. That's awesome.
I'm gonna give a rundown on what we look like right now, and for the looks of it, Race Freak has won the poll. Let me give you a invite real quick. Real shocker there, huh? And then we'll get Too Good a couple of invites. I'll let you know when to join. But they gotta pause for right now. I'm trying to find Too Good. Man. I wish his name wasn't Too Good, because now I gotta scroll all the way down. I sent a couple to him. I got you. Well, for right now, Race Freak wins the poll. Starting alongside him will be the 44 at Abajack. We have the second row. It's going to be filled up by the 11 of Blessed era, with Collins right next to him, starting in P4 with a 23.521. That's a nice time.
Impressive.
Right behind them is going to be the row of Chevy Noah and D-Lo. After them is going to be the row of the 16 of Roadhogger, alongside of the 43 Raven the Goat.
All right.
After them is going to be Frank. It just changed up. Now Frankenstein moves up a spot to 8th. Behind them is going to be Filski in 9th, and Colt Spaces right there alongside him in 10th. 11th and 12th is going to be Bama and Cactus, and running out the field is Checo 11. No, I'm just kidding. Behind them is gonna be Killer Vic. I know you guys see my name right there. You know, my illustrious season 1 champion name. I don't want to get back into it, but Vic right behind him in 14th,
Focus.
alongside Crispy Legend 88 right there in 15th. Dave Ace is gonna start 16th alongside of NWR Hellcat, and the 24 of Death Before Dishonor will start in 17th. Everybody that you see behind me will move up a spot as I leave the race. But now I leave. And now the 17 drivers will already have been buckled up.
Well, sounds like engine's about to fire and we're about to be ready.
Yep, NWR's in, Crazy's in. And I do believe this race is going to be 200 laps. It's going to be hard to, but what I think it's going to be is probably going to be like around 60, another 60, and I feel like it'll be run out by,
Like 80 or something.
yeah, probably. I can see that being the stages. I'm just
Well, they can
waiting.
only get 26 laps to a tank, so we're probably going to see in the neighborhood with those kind of stage lengths probably about 2 stops, maybe 1, depending on how far people can go.
Once I get a computer, I'm gonna have a intro set up. So when we start a race, it's gonna be like, "Welcome to Racing Kill Switch." It's gonna be fire. Once we get
Well,
in, we'll send Too Good a couple of invites.
my
And
side's
then,
broadcast is up, so you're on the air right now, sir.
yes, sir. We've been live over here for quite a minute. I got the whole qualifying, but I was just a bunch of people's roofs cam.
I'm just waiting on a word to join.
Yep. Right now I'm relying on.
Dang, man. Oh, like JG out there today.
Join.
Okay.
I have to learn on my own. So Collins has forfeited his P4 spot. That's who
Oh, no.
rolled out, and Crispy rolled out. But we do have.
Oh, man. You're breaking up. Jago, hello, sir. Are
Hold
you there?
hold on.
Jackie. Jaco, are you out there, sir? Hello.
All right, now I do to my controller. I pressed the little button in the back.
Oh, I was like, he was there and he's not.
Yeah, I hate when all my controllers do that. It sucks. It'll be one, then another.
loading in. I'm trying to send our buddy Too Good invite as well.
Yeah, I sent him a couple of invites. Trying to get you guys' race underway as we already have the ZK1 design flags up in the air. Boy, already a pass for the lead, and we have the 44 Abajack on point as Race Freak is now behind him a couple car lengths, trying to gain the advantage as he does right there out of 4, goes alongside him, goes to the inside of the 44, the preferred line going into 1. Not sure, you know, in this game and with these cars, you kind of want to run the outside lane. You're gonna kind of want to run the inside lane, don't you think?
Yeah, I'm having trouble trying to get in here right now, so that connection was not successful, so I'll be in there in just a moment.
Well, I'll give you a color commentary for you guys. For right now, in first place, we have the 2-car of Race Freak holding the bottom as they come out of turn 2. We have Abajack right there sitting in second place. For a battle for second, we have the 11 and Chevy Noah now sticking his nose into the top 5. He's trying to fight for third right now, pushing the 11 further up the. We have the 50 Colt. Not touch but he's pushed up spots and now
breaking up again.
Again?
Yep. You there? Hello?
Hold on.
And still not allowing me in there.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah, and it's still not letting me in. Man, this is getting annoying. I got multiple, but eventually I'm gonna run out. Try it one more time. Hello.
I'm not sure why it's doing that. Oh, I had a battle for. I do think that's. Yeah, that's for 4th, and they were 3 wide for a second. On board with Frankenstein right now. Wasn't able to switch the camera every couple of seconds. I'm trying to hold my controller as stable as I can, but on board. Make his way around the number 19. Crispy Legend. Right there.
Finally, it let me in.
Sparks fly under the 8 car as he's going through turn 2 and collects another driver, but they're able to keep it steady side by side. And
looks
a
like
caution wave.
out.
Yep, caution waves on the track for the first time of the race. As we had, I believe, minimal contact, but you never know. You know, with the game, it'll just throw a caution whenever they feel like. So.
Kind of like normal NASCAR. Sounds
normal. Yeah, you know, sometimes you'll hit the wall, no caution comes out, but if, you know, they get cluttered up in the corner, doors touch, you know, they'll throw a caution out for that one.
The game's realistic. At least it's staying consistent.
Really realistic right there. It's either that or stage 1 has ended because these lap times
there ain't no way.
Yeah, I was going to say.
There's no way. Yeah, that was definitely
live from these guys to be able to watch, but as we have the running order, we have the 2 alongside the 44, the 24 alongside the 11 as the ZK1 design flags is back up into the air for the second time of the race.
Yeah, green flags back out. They're 3 wide back there. Meyer back at 5th with Colt on the bottom, taking that aggressive move off into turn number 2.
Hey man, with not a lot of races left.
Carnage down the back straightaway. One car gets spun out down the back stretch, bounces off the wall, and I believe we have our second yellow out.
Caution waves for the second time here in Dover.
Trying to see what car that was that bounced off the back stretch wall.
43 might have been the car.
It was the 19. Crispy Legend had the issue.
The 21 looks to have a lot of damage. 18 as well. Heavy damage on that Toyota Camry. Not a lot of drivers back here with
Yeah, they're not following their teammate up there, bless
Like you
there.
said.
Apparently they didn't get the memo.
He said the number 19, heavy damage on a Bass Pro Shop car.
Yeah, they're getting ready for another restart. 6 car is lagging of Dave Ace. Is from what I just was confirmed from a comment. Well, the 6 car is lagging, and
ZK1 design flags up in the air for the 3rd time of the race. And they're climbing through the gears.
Yeah, we have issues with that. When you do, you want that guy to basically drop to the rear
he's
and
getting
get out of the
into
middle
it
of the
with
storm.
the 7, and I do believe that's the 99. Yeah, we're lagging. It's gonna kind of be hard being able to pass him. You might be the best driver of passing anybody, but you know, alongside with somebody who's lagging, you're not gonna really be able to predict on when they're gonna lag or what side or what direction they're gonna hit. So it's kind of a game of
that's kind of
luck.
like the way it is in real life, though. To a point, Checo, you never know when somebody's gonna blow a tire or something's gonna come up out of norm that's gonna take you right out of this race. So, but the best thing they can do is just drop back, chill out, and hope and pray the best that the connection regains what it's supposed to, so he's able to race and not run into his competitors.
Board with Chevy Noah, he loses a couple of spots due to contact on the track, and I see him graze the wall just a little bit, losing the slightest amount of speed. But here at a where it looks to be a short track, but it's really quote unquote.
It's kind of like a mile and a half in a sense, though. I mean, but it's a 1 mile. It's just got the banking elevation to make you feel like you can go so fast. And I think we have another yellow on the speedway, and we're getting a rash of yellows. And I'm gonna go check with the 6 car because. I don't know who was involved in the accident, but yeah, they can't race like this tonight. They're gonna have to settle down and get some laps under their belts, because if they keep having a rash of yellows, they're gonna be here all night.
Yeah, and Race Freak's gonna cruise to an easy win as he's been in the lead for most of this race.
I don't know if that's an easy win. I'd rather it be green than yellow. Because the more yellows you have, the more opportunity to make mistakes and the more chances of losing that position.
Yeah, then drivers will understand that the yellow will fly every couple laps, so they're gonna be trying to gain as many spots as they can.
Another car got up against the wall. Hey, Jack.
As a couple of cars gets collided. Yeah, caution might be thrown right there. But there's still green as Race Freak crosses the stripe again, as he has Colt Spacers right behind him in 2nd place, and top 3 is probably going to be the 15 car. I got to get on board with him. Yep, the 15 of Taylor Vick. He's making his Kill Switch Racing debut here. And I do believe there's another driver in the field. Bama, I do believe.
The 6 is lagging heavily, but
ooh, as the 15 delivers a bump to the 3, he shoves him up the track just a little bit, moves him out of the groove. Nothing.
Yeah, they're fighting hard up here. Earlier, it was 3 cars that broke away. I believe it was the 11 of Lester, the 2, and I can't remember, one more other car broke away with him. It was 3 cars. I was there.
Well, for right now, Colt loses a couple of spots. 24 moves up to P2, and now everybody's just chasing that 2 car. A lot of moves have been happening during this race.
I like seeing
6,
that 24
6 is lagging hard. He's the only car that's going like back and forth, back and forth. Everybody else
If
is
you can get in
running
touch
smooth.
with him, let them know he needs to go drop to the tail end and be out of the pack completely. Because
Ooh, 18 gets into the 42, 7 side by side with the 18, almost 3 wide coming out of turn 4. Trying to get as much of the action and close racing as I can as the 6 doors the 7 coming into turn 1 and 2.
side
Lead
by side,
by
possibly
side.
the lead. Race Freak has got a challenge from the 24 or 4x4. Side by side coming out of the corner. Across the back straightaway.
Wait, that's side by side? Or that's 4x4?
Yep, 4x4 should be in
No,
the 24.
that's before the Honor.
I thought 4x4 was driving that car.
Yeah, hold on.
Oh, Def is driving it. Where is 4x4?
I think Death is a different car number. I'm not sure
Def
where.
is in the 24, but
yeah, yeah, I'm confused. 4x4 is not even in the race, no?
no.
Trying to scroll through the field here.
Unless he's filling in for him for some reason, I don't know. Sorry, never mind. The driver of that car is
Death before the Honor.
Yeah.
As he has a strong command and hold for the lead for right now. He's trying to stay in front of the 2 car. As
yeah,
right
that's
now
the driver
we're
of
on
the
board.
77 normally.
Yeah, 77, that's his car. I just forgot what car number he was.
Side by side, once again, Race Freak is on the bottom.
He's able to hold that outside lane really well. I feel like he was listening to what I was saying, and for a minute there, he was able to hold that outside lane pretty strong just for a solo car, as we have, yeah, as I would imagine, a couple of the cars on the bottom lane, but he was holding that top lane strong as he still is right now.
He got an amazing run out of 2 right there, going into 3, and it looked like he was shot out of a cannon, and he's doing the same thing on the front straightaway.
5-car battle for the lead right now.
Yeah, I think Def has got a faster car, but can't get there. Oh,
Filski now
slight
trying to get his nose into the picture right now. Side by side, still the 24 and the 2 car. This is going to be an amazing battle coming to the stripe. 24 has the advantage for right now if they were coming to the line.
3 wide, possibly. Oh, they slide up.
They go up the track. Nobody hits the wall, but slight contact moves them up the groove. 24 loses a little bit of ground. Yeah, I got that on the stream as well. They all took care of each other on that. Good driving, guys. I told them to have an amazing race, and I feel like they listened to me. I feel like they said, Checo, we got you. Oh, this is an amazing one so far, as we have the 24 coming from almost last. I do believe he started P16 because a couple of other drivers fell back. We had the 7 of NWR Hellcat and the 23 of Collins dropping back. I'm not sure for what, but this 24 car, man, usually the 77, he's a strong Chevy right here at Dover. Yeah, it really shows you what cars run better. I don't understand why. I don't know if the game's that different or that realistic, but for some reason he's jumped into the 24 and he's running towards the front, man. On board with really the Goodyear blimp. Ooh, side by side as he's challenging the 2 car to run that outside lane, but the 2 car is able to hold ground. Caution is out, I believe. Either caution or the stage is over, but I'd have to replay that on my side. If that was the stage, I do believe the 2 got it, and he would be stage 1 winner. But the 24 was off. Well, Collins has dropped all the way back, so I don't know if there's an issue with that, or I mean, that was a good side-by-side battle. I'm glad they're putting on some good show here. I'm excited for this next restart. Who do you think is going to take it tonight? 24 to 2, I mean. I'm not sure. There's a lot of great drivers. And if that was the stage, the 24 would have been the stage 1 winner. Heck yeah. That would have been awesome. That's awesome if that's the case. Here they come to the Geico restart zone. ZK1 design flags is up in the air, climbing through the gears, entering turn 1. We're gonna have a race on our hand, boys.
Oh yeah, 21 stuck his nose down in there. I believe that's Bilski.
Oh,
The
in the
24 hit the
field!
wall and big wreck. Huge pile up on the back straightaway.
Oh,
10
24's
cars
tails
are
up in the
involved.
air.
It's easier. The 42's upside down.
Probably
it's easier to
most
tell
cars
you who
that we
wasn't
had in
involved.
a collision this season. If we
That's
could
easier
get
to tell
that,
you who wasn't.
yeah, that's the best way to put it. The cleanest cars were not in that wreck, as we see the 21 dodge all of
That
it.
all started with the 24 coming off the exit of 2, and as soon as he went to come off the 2, the car shifted out wide and got a little loose. And whenever he did, he got out
Well,
outside wall, and
it wasn't really
they
getting
ran him
loose.
over.
He tapped the wall, and there was a car on his inside as they were 3 wide.
Yep.
So once you
Yeah,
do
that's
that
it.
here at Dover, you know as well as me, yeah, you're gonna hit the car on the inside of you. As he calls out in the kill switch racing
Oh, yeah.
chat. It was
Well, he
his,
bounced off the wall.
yeah.
That's pretty normal. That's how
He
bounced.
said that it was his fault, but he'd take accountability, as that's what before the Sauter is. You know, he's an honest racer, very respectable guy. That's why everybody races him so clean. You know, once he makes a mistake, he'll call it out himself. As we're back green here at Dover, and we have a change for the lead, as we have the 19 moving his way up into P1, and as you see right.
Yeah, he must have pulled some strategy out of the hat or something, because he was the car that was wrecked on the back straightaway earlier in this event. So if he is in the lead, that's impressive to come all the way from back there to back to the front. As we got 4 wide further back here in the pack with 11 blessed there to tap the wall.
That's before the Sauter has engine issues. He has now retired from the race. As you will see his car on pit road as we pass down the front straightaway. The 24 car is now retired alongside of the 43 car of Raven. Not a way to go out in your debut, as we have a caution out.
Yep, the 16 has got a big pile up on the back straightaway. It looks like, I don't know who was all involved. I believe the 99 as well was a little bit involved. Who is driving the 90? Yep, Cactus, yep.
And you gotta imagine here at Dover, once you start, you know, wrecking, it's just gonna be
one after another.
Multiple other cautions.
As they always say, cautions breed caution. So when you get one, you normally typically get a rash of a few until everybody minds their manners to get down in the corner. We'll see if Crispy Legends keeps his lead after they pit here.
I'm about to try and join the here with the they're saying, but Crispy starts on the pole. He's bringing them to the green. ZK1 design flags is up in the air, and they're climbing the gears into turn 1.
They were just partially side by side, and the 19 has gained the advantage. Now the fight will be for second on as they hit
on
the
the
wall.
backstretch.
The 7 car, huge
backstretch.
pile up.
We're 3 wide on board with the 44. Able to see 7 on the inside, and
16,
I don't.
3,
I
23
think the
is
7 was
involved.
I'm not sure what car was on the inside, but you seen them just, you know, slight contact with the wall. It's gonna be, it's gonna
The
happen
7
here.
car.
Let's see what they're saying in the kill switch chat.
I think the 7 caught it a little bit. Well, I mean, as he got pushed up, and it looked like as they come off a 2, he slammed that outside wall, bounced back down, and it was on from there.
As we're gonna give you hitting the kill switch right here on this green flag restart. I try to see what the drivers are saying as chat opens
inside
now.
the helmets.
Hitting the Geico restart zone. ZK1 design flags is up in the air. And we're racing again at Dover.
No 4 wide, please. There are 3 wide. Shove me in the front. Six, you're gonna have to drop to the. You're lagging everywhere. Yeah, you're lagging.
Well, the whole field's kind of lagging.
I can see
Tell
it's
him.
everywhere. You're lagging.
He's lagging. He just dropped to the rear.
That's what happens when you put me down. You give me so much little room, and then that's what happens.
There was comment on the 99 as they tangled up right there behind Cold Spacious. Ooh, we have a lot of upset drivers.
Dave Ace has got an issue with his deal that it's not really his fault, and we understand that. But the thing about it is at the end of the race, we're not being mean to him, but when you're lagging, it ruins it for everybody else because you can't race with that race car, and it's extremely unpredictable of where that car's going to land and in comparison of where you are on the racetrack. So when you can't tell where a race car is, it's very easy to hit it, and you can't have that unpredictability on the racetrack.
Now another guy that started in the back. I'll let you get. I'll give you a guess, but he's up in top 5 right now. He's looking good tonight.
Does he got the McDonald's logo on him?
Oh, you bet your bottom dollar he does. Collins starting from the rear. He, forfeited his qualifying position, but he's making his way up to the front end. Point out right now is he's sadly getting passed by a couple of cars. Maybe it's the announcer's curse. I hope he wasn't watching into the stream, but he has a pretty fast car tonight. With a win under his belt, it's more like he's just logging in laps and just trying to see what he can do and trying to see how these drivers race under pressure, A lot of these guys don't have a win, and he wants to see how they're going to react when they get more up towards the front, Maybe the 16 of Roadhogger will be more aggressive on the 2 and try to slide in under him, You never know these things. You kind of want to store it into the memory bank, as we said, a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, and we got a couple of battlers further back behind Race Freak. It looks like our next battle was going to be side by side for second as they singled back out. Yeah, this is the point in the race where everybody's starting to mind the runners because they're tired of the yellows. It kind of finally settles everybody in, and then we can finally get some racing in.
Get a couple of green flag laps in here, maybe a couple of green flag stops. I'm not sure how long the stages are. Wasn't able to get to the drivers. I'm not trying to speak to them as they're, trying to man. No, that can't take away from the fact that it's just Dover, Once you get into that outside wall, it's inevitable to not shoot down and, hit everybody on the track. Yes, you can avoid hitting the wall, but it's the fact that once you hit the wall, you're most likely going sideways. Chevy Noah also with a great run right now as he spots, and now he's climbing his way back up to the field. He's now in 6th place, I do believe. Yeah, that's 1st. So he's riding comfortably in 6th place right now, trying to make a move on the 19. While the 19's working on the 50 car, everybody's just trying to get as many stage points as they can, but only little races remaining in the regular season.
Yeah, it looks like our next battle is back here with Blessed Error and your number 11 car with Roadhogger side by side, coming through 1 and 2, head down the back straightaway. Roadhogger is losing a few positions in this exchange of green flag racing. He was up inside the top 10, and it looks like he's starting to fade out of it as Frank comes up to battle him.
Yep, couple of cars trying to work on passing him, as Frank's one of them. Collins is one of them as well, as he's opting to take that bottom lane. And over here in Dover, if you're able to hold that bottom lane around the whole track and not move up the groove or anything like that, you're gonna have a solid runner all around you.
Oh yeah, Dover's one of those simple places, and it's, what I mean is by that, it's such a rhythm racetrack. Once you get your car right, it is a lot of fun to drive, and it's pretty relaxing and fun. I mean, you can cruise around here if your car's got a lot of mobility, like from top to bottom.
The best way I can describe this track is a roller coaster.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the
Elevation
16
change.
gets spinned into the inside wall, and the 7 gets T-boned by the 21. 18's collected into that wreck. Yellow flag waves.
21 was involved. Now the 99 comes in and
RSA.
piles in there. 18, the 7. And we are back under yellow.
Hey, we were catching that pack too, though.
Had so much damage from
As they were catching that pack. You line up with a
Yes,
couple
they
of good
were.
people, and you're going to be moving up the field. We're going to be keeping an eye on what the drivers say. I kind of like being able to showcase on what they're talking about.
Oh yeah. Anytime you hear from them, you kind of get the whole story instead of just half of it, what you see.
Yeah.
So, and they
We kind of don't want to be those
painted.
reporters back in the day, you know, where Kyle Petty was talking and a lot of the drivers were like, yeah, you don't know. We're going to be inside the garage, as they say. As we're
That's
going to hit
right.
the kill switch right here and see what the drivers got to say in this restart as well.
Under the helmet, here we go. Oh, we got a wreck on the restart.
Shit.
I think he forgot to fit. He's getting all the way.
As they're not saying much right now, little contact I thought would have brought a reaction out of Colt, but he may have understood that it was under
Oh.
incidental contact, as the 99 and the 18, I do believe, were the ones that got tangled up right there.
Yep, I was on board with the 99 when that happened, and that was a pretty good whack there.
42 almost spun around, but he's able to collect it and keep it straight at such high speed. You know, you gotta.
As we got a battle possibly for the lead here, Abe Jack is caught Race Freak, and it looks like he might be able to put a nose on the inside of him, possibly going down the back straightaway.
That's right.
Maybe.
And we have the 19 following him. Actually, after that Chevy, we have 3 Toyotas in the top 5. Leading the charge is going to be the 19 of Crispy Legends, the
And
11
Collins,
of
your buddy
Blessed
back
Era,
there.
and right there, yep, in 5th place. He's going to round it out, and he's going to try to hold off Chevy for right now in stage number 2, I presume.
Yeah, it looks like the closest battle looks like for about 7th, I believe.
We're going to have the driver's
Looks
mic
like
open as we're going to be commenting
Roadhoggers.
on this race. Let's see what they got to say as well.
Roadhogger's about 3 wide there, almost off the quarter. And I don't know how they made it work, because usually that incident ends in a caution.
And they're green for right now, as I was trying to get that 3 wide battle, as you said. I'm going to go back up the field, try to get more closer towards the front, try to get this battle for the lead, as Abajak does have a smaller gap than he did a couple laps ago. He looks to be gaining on that 2 car.
Yep, as we got battle for 3rd, Blessed Era jumps on the inside of Crispy for that number 3rd position.
as we had another battle for a position. I do believe that Chevy Noah passing the 23 of Collins, so now Collins shifts to 6th place. We have Chevy now in the top 5. Great run for Chevy.
I talked to him before the race, and he said he had a long run race car, and these cautions are hurting him. So the more laps he gets, the better he's going to be more towards the front, he said.
Oh yeah, and I also had a conversation with him a couple weeks ago. I believe it was the Charlotte race. I know he said that he wasn't really good on road courses, but he also said that, you know, he's not gonna, you know, let everything just, you know, fly anymore. If somebody roughs him up, you know, he's gonna keep that in the memory bank, and he's gonna start racing with you know, the paint marks, and he's gonna, if he sees you, he's gonna get back into you. He told me he's gonna start racing, not aggressive, but he's gonna start racing harder, and it shows tonight as he's right there in the top 5 at what I would say pretty difficult track. Like you said, you have to stay in a good rhythm. It's like Darlington, you know, if you stay in a good rhythm, you're gonna be able to lock down some good fast lap times. But once you start slipping up, going into the second groove, it's gonna be a hard day for you.
Yeah, I've been beating into his head here lately too about that, because, you know, I'm sick of, or sometimes you see a driver that gets run over a lot because they can be too nice. It's kind of like the way Mark Truex Jr. is, you know, don't want to make anybody mad, wants to race extremely clean, and at the end of the day, whenever you got a lot of other drivers that's not racing as clean, you can't really race that way, so you have to make them a little bit more aggressive.
And he's looking good right now as the field spread apart a little bit, but he's right there comfortably in 5th spot as he doesn't have anybody behind him for country mile.
Yeah, and I think, trying to look to see if we can find us a side-by-side battle, but they're all pretty much strung out.
Closest side-by-side battle would have been the 16 car. No, the 16 was going to try to get into the inside of Colt as he's gaining ever so slightly on that 3 car.
Yeah.
Looking to close a little bit of the gap. Oh, as the 3 car hits the apron just a little bit.
And the 23 of Collins got defensive a little bit off that corner.
Loses a little bit of speed, but that 7 car, he's only gaining just because Collins hit that wall. But I feel like Collins is able to rekindle that fire as he's going up the track just ever so slightly. But I do believe he still edges out in front of the 7. He's gonna have the momentum boost right here. Still
this track's a
stays out in
multi-group
front.
track. You know that, Checo. I mean, you can run from wall to the apron. I mean, Dover's that kind of racetrack where you have a lot of options and a lot of different lines. You could diamond it. You run straight on the bottom. You run the outside. I mean, that's what we love about Dover.
Like you said, hey, once you carry them on that high side, ooh, that straight line speed you're gonna have, it's gonna be amazing. You're gonna be able to pass a couple of the cars that are gonna try to hold the inside lane. They're gonna be like, oh, I gotta hold the inside 3 and 4, 1 and 2. But once you carry that out lane speed, they're gonna look at you like, what do you have under your hood?
The lead is starting to tighten up a little bit. Looks like Blessed Air has finally started to creep into the picture, and he's pushing Abajack to get up there to the 2 as well. So looks like we have a 3-car battle for the lead possibly here in just a minute.
Trying to get to the front of the pack as we do have a 3-car battle for the lead as we have 3 little piggies under blinker right now.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure how many laps are remaining. Presumably stage 2.
Broken away from Crispy Legends. He's kind of been on a zip code of his own as well. And then from him on back is where that cluster of cars is. I believe from like 5th or 6th on back is basically back there fighting for position. As side by side for second goes to Blessed Era. Blessed Era makes the pass on Abajack.
Like you said, that momentum he was able to carry. It looks like the 44 might have gotten onto the brakes a little bit too hard, but with the speed that the 11 was carrying, there was no doubt that he was going to pass him as the 11 on that 2 car on the back.
Yeah,
He was sure, as it looks like he's gaining down the front stretch as well. He's probably getting helped by the 44 down both the back and the front stretch, as it wouldn't be a bad idea, you know. Let the
yeah,
stable
but the
car
only
be
problem
in
is
front.
overdriving it. That's the only problem, and losing the air off the nose. That air on that nose means a lot, as you know.
That air is something that you really need to buy here. On
Well,
board
I mean, that's
right
what
here
we
with the
fight for.
44. We're going to be hitting the kill switch for a couple of laps, trying to see what the drivers will be saying, as we have the 44 now going in to pit road, as we're not going to go hit the kill switch. We're going to have green flag pit stops for the first time, ladies and gentlemen.
8 cars following him. Crispy Legends is coming in as well at number 19. Both of them as they slow down to 45 miles an hour.
On board with Blessed there. We're going to see what the 11 and the 2 does. The 2 looks to go into pit road. He slows down ever so slightly, way quicker than the 11. But the 11 doesn't opt to go down pit road right now.
Yeah, and he has that right, but these cars they can be bitten by this, or they can be
18
gained
is also
a lot.
in pit road. 42 is also hitting it. 50, 16, the 3 car. 7 of NWR Hellcat. I do believe that is the 21. Yep, the 6 car is now hit pit road.
Everybody's on pit road now. It's 16, 53, 7, 21.
15, I do believe, has made his pit stop, so he's now unlapping himself. 11 is now on pit road. I do believe he is the leader. A lot of these cars now coming out of pit road, trying to unlap themselves, as the 11 right now is on pit road. 15 might have not pitted, I'm not sure.
Keeping an eye on the 2 car because he was in the lead. Abe Jack looks like he passed, and Abe Jack might be in the lead because he was on pit road.
Maybe Race Freak got a penalty. He was passed by almost every car that got pit road. The 21 was last. Yeah, the 21 came on the pit road last, and I do believe he got a penalty coming down the pit road.
And that would probably hand the lead to Abe Jack unless Blessed Air. He's coming off a pit road right now, merging back up onto the back straightaway, so we'll see where Abe Jack is compared to him.
Going past pit road, they do have the 50 right in between them, so the 11 isn't really that far off. He's just a corner behind him. As you see right there on board with the 11, you're going to see the 44 Abe Jack down the back stretch. He's going to be that farther car in sight, now entering 3 and 4. So the lead will be getting spiced up here just a little bit. Hopefully we got this right. I'm not sure what cars are battling for the lead. Maybe the 50 is going to be fighting too.
I think the 50's involved too. I think he got up there. Dillo's got up to second. And then after him, I believe is the 11 of Blessed Air. And then whoever's behind Blessed Air, let's see, as it merges through the cameras. There's nobody behind Bless, so I don't see anybody. He's all by himself, pretty much. The next car, I think, is Crispy.
Pit road pretty quickly.
I think the next one would be Crispy, then Chevy Noah. And then after Chevy Noah, Roadhogger.
As we have somebody coming down pit road right now. I'm not sure who that is. Trying to
the 15 of Killer. He might have been the leader.
The leader, yeah. He was probably the leader for the longest. So I probably did have that one. After that,
now it's probably Ajax.
Yeah. Probably
as we got a battle. If this is a battle for the lead here with a 50 and a 44 for the front spot.
I'm trying to listen on to the chat right into my the other audio section. I'm trying to turn it up so you guys can hear anything that they spew. A lot of these drivers opting to have their mic off, as I would too, you know. I wouldn't want to say something.
I think that was a costly mistake for the 2, Checo, though. I think you're right on that. Pit road speed's 45 miles an hour, And you know, if you get that black flag, then it don't matter how far out in front you are, it's gonna kill you.
Oh yeah, 50. You hit 45 on pit road, and everybody else on the track is hitting, 100 everywhere else. It's not very good. And
Yeah,
being
30
what is
seconds
this,
a
1.5
lap here.
mile track? Oh
Mile
no,
track.
yeah, this is a mile track. Race is like a
So,
half a mile though. Yeah.
30 seconds on pit road is normally what your penalty is, and around here you're getting around here about 24 to 23 seconds a lap. So that's a whole lap. That matters a lot.
We have a battle right here. Chevy Noah and the 8 Crispy Legends as they're entering 3, exiting 4 right now. Chevy's trying to hold the inside of the 19. As the 19 opts to have the outside now to the bottom lane.
We got a battle for the lead. The 50 is closed up on the 44, and he's
it looks
all
like
over
this is Daytona and Talladega because he's right on his bumper exiting the corner, and I don't know if you're able to do that here at Dover, but we just seen it was possible.
If I'm the 40, don't slip. That's all
And
I can
these
say.
guys look like they are racing on a plate track.
Hey, he might be pushing him. I mean, these cars, ever since they come out with this car, it's got a lot of drag on it. So it makes you where you have to push and you have to use the draft to your advantage. And you go faster with 2 cars, a lot faster with 2 than you go with 1. So
I'm going to try to roll through the field as a lot of these guys are single filed, not opting to run side by side. Trying to get a picture on what we're looking like.
Another thing, it's a lot easier to race 1 car than it is 5 or 6. So
as Chevy Noah passed the 19 of Crispy Legends. We were checking up on that battle a couple of laps ago, but he has now managed to pass as we're looking on to the 50 of D'Lo. Presumably the battle for the lead right now. As he's trying to put some work to the 44 car right now.
yeah, buddy, you're keeping that mirror full.
Yeah, like you said, you kind of just want to stay right there, give them minimal room. You want to...
Oh,
we have a move for the lead.
He surprised the 44 a little bit on the entry of the corner. Kind of surprised us too. And it actually worked. It got him to lead. The 44 checked up because he wasn't quite sure what the 50 was going to do.
I feel like this is the final stage of the race. I feel like the 2 might have won stage 2, and now this is where the gloves and helmets, gloves come off, but the helmet stays shut. This is where things get dicey.
It might be. We'll see. I don't know how many laps there is involved in this event left, but if this is coming down towards the end, we're getting a heck of a show between the 44 to 50. So, and Blessed Era, he's still trying to reel these 2 in. Don't forget about him back there in 3rd.
Yeah, like I said, he's trying to find himself to where he can get that draft of the 44 and the 50, and it's gonna slingshot him closer. Once he really does get that draft, he probably could pass both of them if he's able to hold that outside lane really well.
Well, another thing too, if you got a faster guy behind you, and you know that, the best thing to do is let him get in front of you and then follow him. It makes you both faster in the end, and then you ain't got to race at 11. Yeah. As they come up on these lap cars here, that's going to be where the decision is making. This 44 dives to the inside.
I heard.
Pat.
Sorry.
Technical difficulties again. You there? Hello, sir. Chego, hello.
Hello, sir.
Amigo, there you are. Alright, back to the point here. The 44 has made the pass on the lead, and they're
we
back
now have
side
the
by
11
side.
in the picture. We're going to have 3 cars for the battle for presumably what is the lead. I'm not sure how many laps are left. I think it was 4 is what I heard. I'm not sure. Kind of a weird number to call out for the laps. I would probably say 5 or 10, but If it's 4 laps, then presumably 3 to go.
Possibly in the stage, maybe, if not the end of the race. I'm not sure if we've already ended stage 2 because I believe both of them were pretty long stages. This is a 200 lap race, so.
Side by side as the 50 and the 44 go.
Bless Sarah's going to try to
turn
fill
4
that
is
hole.
going to be the 50.
And it didn't quite work. The 44 threw that block going off into the corner. And it looks like that might be either the end of the stage or end of the race.
We're going to see what the drivers say right now. I do believe the 44 might have won that, if that was the stage.
End of 2. I just heard. End of stage 2. So the 44 has won stage number 2. The 50 was about to be a lap down, but he got his lap back from what I've understood. So it was actually Abe Jack for the win, and then the 11 for
122
second.
laps done in this. So yeah, we had a good rough estimate. 80 laps to go in this race.
Yep, and the 50 gets his lap back the hard way.
I do believe the 4 got stage 2 with.
Yes. Yeah, it was definitely the 44.
The 44, the 11, they covered right. The
As they
50
come
was
to the
just
Geico restart zone. As your flag, or ZKL 1's design flag is in the air. Going off into turn number 1 side by side. 44 has the advantage coming out of turn number 2 with Bless there on the outside. The next battle is for 2nd and 3 wide for about 7th. Three wide off the corner.
As we have.
They make contact. The 7's in the wall hard.
Oh, the 50 is also around.
That was a hard wreck back there. I think the caution is out for incident with that. 50
Colt
and the
said
7.
sorry. He's admitting that he was reliable at fault for somewhat of the incident. I'm not sure how that all happened. I just seen the 50 was around.
He might have gave the 50 a tap. Maybe that's what the reason why he said he was sorry. Because if he gave
Just
him
a
a
little
tap, that would send him off the corner.
Just a little love tap. You don't want to. Really
Boy, this
go a
race has been
without
good though,
giving love
Checo.
tap.
We've had a lot of lead changes. We had mistakes with the 2 car. Do you think he's going to get back up there at all?
Oh, the 2 car is already in the picture right here. He's lining up in 7th place, I do believe this, or 6th place.
6.
Yeah, he's lining up right here in 6th place, and he's kind of already in the picture. Once he's getting around these 2 cars in front of him, he's probably gonna give the 19 and the 44 a real run for their money right here.
As the green flag's in the air, going into turn number 1 and 2, coming out of the corner, Ajap grabs the lead as a couple cars make a contact with the outside wall off the exit.
From what I seen, the 8 car hit the wall, but he could have been helped by the 8.
Oh,
it's
more
the
contact
11.
to 2.
Yeah, the 11 tapped the 2 into the wall, and the 2 got smacked by the 3 car right behind him. It was just a chain reaction involving the 3, but the 11 pushes the 2 up the wall just by a little bit, and now he's losing significant amount of ground as the 44 and the 19 are now trying to drive away from the pack as fast as they can.
Yeah, this is impressive racing up here towards the front. Crispy Legend looks like he finally wants a taste of this. These 2 cars break away from, it looks like 3rd place. Is that Roadhogger, I believe?
Yes, Roadhogger is right there filling out the 3rd spot, as the 4th place spot is going to be filled out by the Filski. The 11 rounding out the top 5, and now we have Race Freak in 6th place, as we've been on board with him since the restart.
West there side by side with Filski, and like you said, Race Freak's right there for the take, and he's going to follow right through.
Spot. Moves up 1 spot after the restart. We're going to see where he's able to make his moves and work on the field.
And next in line after the 21s, the 80, the Chevy Noah. Then you have that 50 machine.
Then the 15 right behind him, the 42. Trying to get
And
the
then
rest of
after
the
the
pack.
42, we got the 3 and the
Got
23 of
Colt
Collins.
Spacers. Collins right behind him. He's have a great run. Dave Ace,
Got Dave Ace.
followed by Hellcat, and I believe that is going to be Bama in the 18 right behind him.
Oh, yeah. Who is in the number 7? Oh, the 15's in the wall. Hard contact with the inside wall. Killer's it. Right against the fence for some reason. We have no idea what the issue was there.
Still green.
As it looks like the battle for third is heating up with Blessed Air and that number 2 of Race Freak. With that costly mistake on pit road earlier on, will he be able to have enough time to get up there and challenge Ajax? It looks like he is definitely on the march and on the move.
With around 70 something laps to go, it's go time for a couple of these drivers. You know, with a fast, you know, mile track, you know, it's not a lot of time to be gained. You know, you're running around probably 23-second lap times, no?
Yes,
so
23 to 24.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, 3 laps a minute. So time's winding down for a couple of these guys. We're trying to let themselves a win, and
we got 3-way battle for second place. It looks like as 44 of Ajax has got away. Crispy Legends in second with Blessed Air and Race Freak, like we were talking about earlier. Looks like Blessed Air gets a nose on the inside coming across the stripe, and Race Freak looks like he's going to try to follow him right through with him. Don't touch that dial. We're getting close to the end of this, and it's going to be a real good race here shortly. Checo, do you think he gets it done? You there, buddy?
can you hear me?
Yes, now I can.
Alright. Were you talking about Ajax or Race Freak?
Do you think Race Freak catches Ajax? I don't know, man. That's gonna be a tough order there. It looks like Blessed Air is gonna have something to say about it too.
Yeah, well, Blessed Air in front of the 2 car. It's gonna be a heavy task for that 2 car, as the 11's trying to show his wings as well and show everybody that he's able to race for wins here.
Yeah, it looks like we're about to have a side-by-side battle with second place here. As we were talking about Blessed Air and Race Freak. Race Freak looks like he might get a nose on the inside, possibly not. Blessed Air holds that off. Then we got Crispy Legends, like we were talking about earlier. He's back there. Try to catch some more side-by-side racing for some more drivers late in the pack, but majority of them are strung out right now. As the 50 and the 3 look like they are finally side by side, and it looks like 50 exchanged that position. I believe that is for 6. Six or 7, excuse me. You there, Checo? Hello. Can't hear my buddy Checo.
Nah, just drinking a little bit of water here. You gotta stay refreshed and hydrated. You already
My
know
bad,
me.
buddy.
Should have been sponsored by a water company. You know, Kirkland. Throw it up for us.
Hills.
Kirkland.
Not
That's
Aquafresh. Aquafresh
that's
doesn't
Costco,
really
I
have
think.
things. As we're about to have a battle for the lead, the 2 has gotten around Blessed Air, and he's going up there to challenge Abe Jack.
Why
As
aren't
they go
you
off into turn
driving
number 3.
Martinsville while Coupon Panda turned teacher? We're not at Martinsville. We're at Dover. I think Martinsville's a playoff track for us.
Contact 3 wide for the lead. Looks like Blessed Air has got that. Abe Jack got a little loose off the corner as he got a little tap from the number 2. And
The
sent
11
him up.
now has the lead, and yes, there is a 3-car battle. I was trying to get to the... This is my side.
These guys get to mixing it up too much. Crispy Legends is going to build that void that's up there, and they're going to have a 5 or a 4-car pack for this lead here.
Kind of gotta think. Race Freak's trying to just find any seconds or any tenths that he can right now.
I think they got at least 1 to 2 more stops. So I think we're probably about 20, close to 20 laps in to this stage. So whenever they hit pit road, that'll be about 26 laps in. Because we haven't had no cautions yet, have we, for this stage?
This stage, no. This stage is just kind of underway.
As we do have pit road is a taken. Abe Jack's the first car on pit road, as I was talking about. And then you had Roadhogger and Crispy Legends is followed in by Chevy. They're all on pit road, so 26 laps in. I'm pretty positive of this run.
Hopefully we can see pass on the outside. Maybe Race Freak is able to show his wings and pass the 11 on the outside. We've seen a couple of passes being made right there, you know. Like we said early on in the race, this is a big momentum track. It's like a roller coaster, like I said. You want to go into 1 and 2. From my experience, Duke can give you his experiences. We have takings on pit road as we're on board with the 2-car now coming into pit road. But what I would say is, you know, ride that middle lane all the way around and try to hug the wall on the front and back stretch. You know, you want to try to get as minimal slippage as you can and ride it around the track.
Oh yeah, that apron, if you don't take it just right, it'll have you slipping and sliding, and next thing you know, you're up in the fence or possibly in the traffic of others, and that's not a good recipe. As the 11, our leader, Blessed Air, comes into pit road, and Abe Jack laps himself.
The 3, the 7 now coming into pit road. Yeah, as you said, the 11. The 8 has pit road. He's probably unlapping himself right now as he passed the 11, who was just coming into pit road. The 50, I do believe he made his pit stop.
Yep, the 11's coming out.
16 made his pit stop, or he's waiting on it. 21 also making a pit. Maybe he's out of the. Yeah, he's going out of pit road. 15 made his pit stop. 6 is leaving pit road, as well as the 18. So a couple of these drivers are already on top of the strategy, and I do believe Frank is out of the race.
Oh no. Abe Jack got the lead on that exchange as far as I know right now, as Blessed Air is trying to get back on the racetrack. Seeing right now, Race Freak is second. He's going to overtake Blessed Air for that position right there after the exchange of pit stops.
Most likely blew an engine here at Dover, or just a lot of damage you see it on the vehicle. He retired the car and they're not able to fix, you know, a trash car. And it's just not possible.
Poor Frank, man. He was running a good, solid race there, I believe, in the top 7. So,
and Collins, he had a mad fast car tonight as well.
Is Collins out too? Or are they just pitting?
I think he's. It's been a couple of seconds that he hasn't moved yet. As we have a battle for the lead, setting up the 2 car now closing in onto the 4. We're gonna try to get into the race.
Yep.
For the first time.
Right on the back bumper.
Yeah. 3.
After that early mistake, and stage number 2 is speeding on pit road. Perez side by side coming to the stripe. Apejack still got the slight advantage on the outside. Side by side, and the 2 takes the lead coming out of turn number 2. I'll be right back. 1 second.
I have one more pit.
You can make it on one more pit.
No,
Pretty fast.
you should have one more pit, right?
You're gonna have to pit twice. It says you get 27, but you do not get 27.
Yeah. 35, 27.
Sorry about that. I had to relieve something.
You're good, you're good. As I got a little bit of insight, it says that they have 27 laps of fuel, but they really don't get 27 laps of fuel after they come out of pit road. So we're going to be able to see 2 more pit stops. As I'm not sure who asked the question. They said, are we able to make it on 1 stop? But no, this is going to be a 2-stop strategy at the end of this one.
Well, I figured that at least, because, I mean, the last stage has got to be close to 70 to 80 laps, so I would assume that you're going to have to make at least 2 stops, if not 3, possibly, on a tank of fuel. So, tires, they can normally last a little longer as far as your laps, but fuel's going to be the main issue.
Two cars with the front 2 spots. We gotta...
Let's go ahead and try to get through the field and see if we can find our lineup here. First out front.
Race Freak and the 11 of Bless.
West there. And then you got Apejack back there in the 44. Yep. And then behind him.
There's a bunch of cars in between them and Chevy. And I do believe the bunch of cars are going to be the 19 of Crispy Legends, the 15.
And the 50.
16 is now making a move on the Filski right now. Now he covers her spot side by side with the 21 goes the 15.
Yeah, that looks like for the top 5 right there, or possibly 6th place. Seventh and 8 looks like it's a 15 and a 21. Filski. That 15 had an earlier incident. That was the one that was in the inside wall earlier we seen. So battling back strong to try to get a top 6 to a top 5. As the 16's under fire back here, they're having a little bit of a race back here amongst themselves. Looks like Bless there is still your race leader for right this minute, and Race Freak is trying to get onto his back bumper. Looks like he's finally caught him, and possibly a battle for the lead here in just a moment. As Apejack's sitting back there hoping they get side by side.
Yeah, because once they get side by side, they'll start losing a lot of speed.
Yeah, they'll
you guys
lose
could
time
be
to
racing each other pretty quickly, but clear track and all the air that you guys are giving them,
there? Hello.
Oh.
There you are. Sorry, you keep fading in and out.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why. As we have the 44 now making a pit stop. We're live on board with him, but he's making his pit road.
50's coming in with him. Along
First
with,
pit stop out of 2 of them. That makes 3 pit stops in stage 3, I do believe.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have at least 3 stops. Like I said, because about 24 to 25 laps of fuel, 80 laps, if you will. That's going to be a lot of fuel. You're going to need at least 3 stops. Side by side for the lead. Race Freak goes into the corner with Bless there. While we're under pit stops, they're trying to race each other before they come to pit road, taking care of business out there. Race Freaks to the inside of 11 as they come out of Ford and come towards the stripe. Still side by side, enter 3, and Race Freak will have your race lead coming out of turn 2. Back to pit road. It looks like the 8 car has hit pit lane as well. Followed with the 21 and the 3. Along with the 16. '19's in as well, of Crispy Legends, I believe. He's leaving pit road, or that might be the 3, excuse me. No, that's Crispy Legends, yep. As 11 of Blessed Era comes in. And Race Freak, your race leader, has hit pit road as well. I don't know if Checo is still here or not.
Oh yeah, I'm still here. I got on board with the 44 right now. I'm trying to listen into these drivers right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure they are where they are, so. I think Race Freak is your race
11.
Did he beat him out of pit road? And he did. Blessed Air beat Race Freak for a minute as they come through the lap cars. Inside, the 18 and the 6 are going a lap down while the 2 and the 11 are trying to fight for the lead here. Fresh off of pit road. Possibly one more stop remaining in this race, so we're getting pretty close to the end, possibly within the 40 lap mark.
Yeah, they do got one stop remaining. Like they said, probably 25 laps of fuel. It does say 27, but I do believe it runs a lot more than you think. So you're gonna probably lose around 2 or 3 laps, depending on how hard you're running the car and depending on when you want to come into the pit road. So, you know, a lot of strategy is going to come into play. Maybe those guys that'll go on the pit road a little bit sooner will have the advantage because, you know, sooner you pit road is a little bit of time on pit road.
I think the leaders will be pitting before majority of them because the thing about it is when you have your car working good, the more the car works good, the more throttle you use. And the more throttle you use, the more fuel you use. So, most likely they're going to have to pit before the rest of them. Blessed Air and Race Freak are trying to get side by side again for the lead. Race Freak has got to look. That's about all he'll do as he follows him on to the front straightaway. Or back stretch, excuse me. No, that is front stretch. Checo, how's it feel to see that 11 out front, man?
Good. Good hands right now, you know. Making it look good. That's all I can ask for.
Yeah, my favorite side of the race. So.
You got two cars. You got
Yep.
two drivers for your car. On board with Dave Ace, you can see the battle for presumably what is the lead, but I have a keen feeling that it could be Jack as well. Maybe he got on the pit road on a good strategy. Right now he's coming out of 4, so maybe he did lose a lot of spots. Maybe something happened on pit road. I'm not sure though.
Yeah, hold on. Let me see where he is compared to other people. He's kind of by himself, so.
Yeah, he's down the back stretch. He's now entering 3, and the leaders.
Yeah,
he's coming into pit road, so he was the leader.
Yes, he was.
He's one of the guys who want to stretch out his fuel tank.
Well, it's probably smart because I mean, the less fuel you have to take later, and the more you take now, the better it is. Because I mean, the less of a stop that you have, and the less time you have to wait on pit road. Depending on how long that last stop is, I wonder, because if it's a really long stretch to the end, then they're going to have to take fuel, obviously, for a minute.
Color commentary right now. It just kicked me out of the race. I got a black screen. Just give me one moment.
Uh-oh.
I'll give you how much.
Possibly a race for the lead.
Oh.
What happened? You're breaking up. Hello?
Of
There you are.
180 remaining in this contest. Yeah.
All right. Side by side for the lead. The 2 is lurking right
182
there,
out of 200. So clock is winding down. 18 laps to go here. 19. Yeah, 19 laps to go here in this fixture.
That's not very much here with the 11 and 2 side, or possibly about to be side by side. Will Race Freak wait to make his move, or will he do it sooner rather than later? He is all over the number 11.
They got me to the race menu of our lobby. You know how it backs you out of the whole thing and puts you in the
race lobby. Yeah.
The page lobby. Yeah, it backed me out to our lobby.
You must accidentally hit the options button by accident. Put you back.
Maybe I could have.
But side by side for the race lead. Race Freaks on the inside, coming across the stripe. Down to turn number 1. The number 2 gets the spot. And he is on the point now. The 11 crosses him over, going down into turn number 3, side by side.
So everybody must have made the last pit stop if it's 19 to go, as the 50's on pit road right now. The 44 might have had a good idea then. Maybe we're gonna see how this strategy works as the 18 is now coming on the pit road. We're gonna ride on board with the 44 as he's coming into 3 or out of 3 and 4. He's going down the front stretch.
Yeah, the 11 and the 2 are fighting like their life's dependent on it. There's some cars hitting pit road, so some of them can't make it.
Yep, a lot of the cars are hitting pit road as I'm trying to keep a good eye on this battle here. As we have the 44 now coming out of 3 and 4, and the 11 and the 2 car coming into 3 and 4. So we're gonna have to keep an eye on how this is looking. Maybe the 44 is in the leader.
It might be. I mean, hold on. Yeah, I'll help see as well.
Side by side goes the 11 and the 2 car.
Are they coming out of turn 4?
Yeah, they're going to be coming out of turn 4 as the 44 is now going into 1 and 2.
either Ajax sped and he's got a penalty and he's a lap down and they're chasing him down, or
I think they got a pit. I'm not sure.
You don't think
I
they
have a
pitted?
no. I think they don't got a pit. I feel like they're 1 and 2 and Abatrack's first. I'm not sure.
Yeah, Abajack is in the lead. He's got to be.
I'm
He's
not
either in the lead
sure.
or a lap
I'm
down.
confused. I wish this was like iRacing. Side by
You were
side
just
goes
in
the
the
11 and the 40 or and the 2. Not a lot of
the
laps
11 gets
remaining
the
here.
second spot if that's the case there. So if Ajax is in the race lead, the battle we were witnessing for
Ooh, the
the
2
was,
bumps the 11 up the track. From what I seen, I'm just saying what I saw. I'm not saying what happened.
yeah. He
I'm
gave
just
him a
saying
shot.
what I saw.
Was on the border of the 11 when that happened. So
I came up the track a little early. Shit.
2 car probably.
Kinda going.
Oh, that was the 6 car. Never mind.
if Ajax got the lead, then that is the case possibly.
The 2 cars now hitting pit road. That's what I was saying. Maybe
Yep.
they have to come into pit road, and the 2 car has to.
Maybe that was the battle
I'm
for the lead,
thinking-
and that was the battle for the lead, and he was trying to stay on the lead lap compared to them.
I think.
He hit pit road earlier than them.
Yeah, he hit pit road earlier, so he doesn't have to come in for these last couple of
Keep an eye on
presumably
that
9, 10
44.
laps.
The 2 is crossing the line now, so wherever that 44 is.
44 is now down the backstretch. The 2 is now going his pits.
Well, 11 still hasn't pitted, so he's still the race lead. 11's still the race leader. The 2's in.
2 down. Road. 4 is now coming down the backstretch. You get to the 44 right now. He's gonna
11's coming on
unlap
pit
himself
road now.
quickly. He's gonna be able to get his track position back.
As the 44 passes him on the outside, I don't know if that's to unlap himself or not. I'm talking about the 11 as he was coming to pit road. Where is he compared to the 2 car? The 2 car, I think, is in the... No, that's the 21, okay. So. Yep, Ajax probably going to assume the lead here. Yep, Blessed Air is on the inside down there. It's still on pit road. Wherever the 2 is. I have no clue. Oh, the 16's in the inside wall hard on the back straightaway. And number 16 of Roadhogger issue on the back stretch into turn 3. Heavy contact with the nose of his car. And the 2 and the 11 are trying to pass him underneath.
If Abajack played the strategy right, he most likely has the lead in his hands. I'm not sure what it's looking like though.
Hold on, I'll tell you where them 2 are, and then get on board with the 44.
Yeah, they're coming into 3 and 4, and the 44 is now into 1 and 2.
Yeah, 1 and 2 is the 44. Coming out of turn 2, heading into 3 is where the 44 is. So there's 11 coming down the back stretch.
As they're into 3 and 4, Abajack is now
And they're
crossing the stripe.
And them 2 are in 3 and 4, and yeah, Abajack's the leader. So through pit strategy, he has assumed the lead. To my best knowledge, that's what I would guess is the 44 is in the lead, and the 19 is in second possibly, because I know Crispy Legend is on the lead that too. Unless he's a lap car.
Abajack trying to make work on these 2 cars in front of him, the 21 and the 6 car. As we have a battle for probably third. Almost brewing up. The 11 is trying to catch the 2 car, but I'm not sure where we're running
I'm pretty
orders.
certain that's what it is, because I believe Abajack's in the lead, and you got the 11 and 2 that are trying to catch him. As Abajack's going in to turn, or coming out forward now, so. As Filsky gives him a little bit of contact, getting in a corner, tell the leader to get going, I guess. I just feel like the real leads with the 11.
11 has
and
damage.
2. What? I think the race is over, possibly.
Heavy
I
damage
think
on the
the race
11.
is over.
Is that the third?
I seen you coming, Hellcat. I went and moved on let you have it.
Was that the end, or was that caution?
I do believe that is the end of the race.
So Abajack is your race winner, possibly?
Hellcat.
Who won?
Race Freak.
Race
2
Freak
cars,
was the
the
leader.
winner.
That guy is fast.
Yep.
Race Freak was your winner, and second was Blessed Air.
I can't
I believe
believe
Crispy Legend was third. Something happened to Ajax. I'm not sure exactly what caused his sequence of events, but that was an awesome race, and
Man,
we'll try to get your race winner here in just a moment.
I'm not sure who's going to be the top 3. I'm not sure if anybody was taking pictures.
I think it was the 2 and then the 11. I know, at least. And then I don't
Well,
know who
with
finished
knowing
it.
that the 2 won the race and the 11 most likely got second, we're gonna end it off on that, because we probably not gonna have pictures for tonight. I'm not sure if anybody did, but I hope you guys had a wonderful night. This has been Racing with Killswitch, and we'll see you guys next week for, I think, don't remind me, I know this track, I know this track.
I think it's
It's
New Hampshire.
yeah, it's New Hampshire. Yes. I
So for
remember
one
because
high
because
bait
we're
at
not gonna
Mount
have
Darby
we're not gonna have the All-Star race. So yes, we're going to New Hampshire.
Oh, so
But
they're not doing the Darlington All-Star race?
no, I'm not sure. I believe no.
Oh, man.
But that will end it over here for us, folks. Hope you guys had a wonderful
Yep.
night with us.
Appreciate it. Had a blast calling the race, and congratulations to Race Freak on his race win here at Dover International Speedway. Well, I am Duke Boy. That's Checo. We'll see y'all next week at New Hampshire.